Is Rotom the key to max damage?
Gotta catch 'em all.
You guys, I just had my LUNALA hit for 110, meaning it's hitting for 220 damage. And is it all because of Rotom? Well, let's figure it out. Let's find out and see. First of all, let's talk about the grass gym real quick. The grass gym is going on. I am currently at 9 wins. I am 2 wins away from the 11-win streak. We're actually going to stream. I will be streaming tomorrow, so we'll be streaming that tomorrow. And let's see where I'm at. I actually just got the Rotom Mo form. So we're halfway there to the trophy. I hope it's going well for you guys as it is for me. I think I'm like 15-4, 15-5, something like that. I'm not sure. But before we get into this max damage Rotom, we got some rainbow boosters to pop. So let's pop the now. Yeah, we'll pop them now. And then I was gonna wait for the stream, but that's okay. We'll just pop them now. Because I really want to pull Manaphy. Ooh, Dratini. I'm okay with Dratini. I really want to pull that Manaphy just for you, Luigi. I want to pull this Manaphy just for you. Can we pull it? Okay, so no EXs. That's kind of unfortunate. But all right, guys. So all credits go to SnowCry0135, and I'm pretty sure X Attack was the one who he's the one who talked about it, but then the credits were going to go to X Attack, but then I guess it was SnowCry who figured it out first. But here's what happens. How are we going to get LUNALA to be plus 40? Well, with Rotom, let's look at this deck. Well, something that I really tested. We have the Rotom, and I put both of his forms there, okay? We got both of the respective, we have the 4 respective plates. We have the refrigerator, which turns everything to ice. Then we have the lawnmower, which turns everything to grass. We have the miracle seed that pluses 20 for any grass mon, and we have the never melt ice that pluses 20 to any ice mon. So this was brought to our attention that after the 9 turns, the effects still hold. All right, so let's jump into the match that I set up, which was actually against myself on my other account. So as you can see, I'm just kind of bringing everything on the board. I'm setting up the Rotom. So first, refrigerator, use a never melt ice on my LUNALA, and then I immediately use a lawnmower. Now I'm going to the Mo form, and in the following turn, I am going to use the miracle seed. And I want you to, and I'm pretty sure I show off my LUNALA after this. Possibly, maybe. Right there. Look at that. We're going to take a snapshot right there. Plus 40 damage, the Miracle Seed, and the Never Melt Ice. So we're actually going to fast forward until there's no more turns. One more turn for the grass. And then I stop right here. And take a look at the Dialga. Look at the status. It's no longer Grassmon. It's no longer an Icemon. The 9 turns or the 18 collective turns between changing ice and grass are completely gone. And I'm going to attack with my LUNALA as I'm kind of circling back and forth. It has gone plus 40. It's still shown for me. And I'm going to attack with LUNALA. And it is a whopping 110 damage or 220. Now, I know you could have like 4 plates. No, you can only have 6. You'd only be able to have 6 plates. So you can buff another 20 when his other form comes out. But then you got to think about it. That's like 6 turns. Is it viable in a league match? Probably not. I mean, unless you can craft a deck that can benefit all 3 typings, I don't think it's beneficial at all. But it's pretty cool to see something get that big of a boost in damage, okay? So what I want to do today, I wanted to show you guys that, and then I want to show you guys the matches that I had between Showtime. Okay, this was the loser bracket. It was between myself and Showtime. So we're going to jump in with game number 1, so hold on. All right, guys, this is game 1. We're going to talk about all the mistakes that I made, the mistakes that Showtime could have made. We're just going to talk about, hopefully we're going to analyze the game from both perspectives. And so looking at Showtime, I haven't seen his deck. I didn't watch his round 1. I didn't know what he was going to run. But when I see this deck and I'm like, oh great, more blue. Like I got to deal with the mushroom, right? Pretty sure that's going to be the goalie. Matang with Matang cheese. And I think is Cell Steelers? It's not. He's a Steel type. Yeah. So we have some Matang cheese that he has going on that we're just hoping to hit the Tractor Beam, and it moves one Steelmon 2 steps away from him. So I had to be wary of that. I just saw this deck and I was like, great. I don't know how I'm gonna do with the goal, but here we go. Let's watch the match. What I kind of want to do immediately, since I go first, I just want to be aggressive. I do have the hurdle jump. He notices that I have the jump, and here I'm just going to threaten game, and he automatically takes the goal, which is fine, because now I get the entry point. So basically, Combuskin here. Yeah, dude, this deck, oh, man. I had the same problem when I played Pokefighter too. Lots of blue that was really difficult to deal with. Not sure what the importance of getting a Magnemite on the board was, but I hopped over primarily because I wanted to use the X speed. I mean, I didn't necessarily want to waste the X speed here, but I really wanted to use it on the Celesteela. But it looks like Showtime is setting up. But I was like, you know what? I want to get something off the board, so I'm gonna X speed here, and I'm gonna go straight for this Cosmog. Nebby, and we get the roll. Yeah, I didn't want no part of that flame gun, so I was like, I'm out. Leave me alone. He keeps creeping up, so I thought Sableye would be good here. Do I DC here? Oh yeah, I'm just going for it. Oh yeah, I was going for it. I was like, you know what? I'm in a position of power. Might as well go for it. And we're gonna actually talk about this for a second. The good thing about Combuskin when you're playing decks, when you're playing like the Swablu decks or Stuffle decks, is Combuskin is a fire type mon. So when you saw me attack him, my damage did not go in half. Why? Because I'm a fire type mon, and Stuffle's ability is negated by excluding fire type Pokemon. So you can freely attack him with a fire type mon. Combuskin, I think Combuskin counters a lot of the meta. I still think he's viable in League. But he does hit the Wave Arms, which does send me down to the bench, and I'm so mad when Combuskin does not hit the Cyclone Kick. It really pisses me off. But anyway, I didn't get KO'd. I'm on the bench, so that was good. He max revived. That was a mistake there. Max revived just to get him back on. Oh, dude, it feels bad, man. It feels bad, man. So Showtime was making a couple mistakes there just because of my the kick. Well, I forgot what it's called, the drive kick, but it makes him gain weight 4, 3, and he max revives too early, so he still had to wait on the bench, and he gets an unfortunate roll. When he attacked my Poliwag, I was really hoping to actually land the Hypnosis. That would have been pretty funny. So the reason why I was retreating with the Stabilize because I did not want him attacking into my Stuffle, which is on my goal, because then he can easily bring that Celesteela back. Well, I think he can. Or does it have to be in the Ultra Space? I think it could be from the PC. I don't remember. Let's find out. Trying to get a paralysis on me. But hold on, I want to read Nebu's power. You may move one of your Pokemon in Ultra Space or one of your Soul Gallery LUNALA next to this Pokemon. If you, oh, okay, so it doesn't bring him out of the PC. Okay, that's good to know. And this is pretty much GG, boys, because Nebi cannot surround Combuskin, so I go straight after. And he's trying. Oh, we're gonna actually talk about that. I guess apparently we're not. But anyway, so everybody in the chat was like saying, what should I do? Should I attack with Matang or should I attack with the Mushroom? And everybody in the chat was saying, attack with the Mushroom to put him to sleep. And I was like, no, don't do it, because I was on a stream. And I think he thought that I meant like, no, don't do it, because I didn't want him to do it. But I did want him to attack with the Mushroom, because if he did put me to sleep, I had Sableye that could that I was going to be able to move right next to him and wake him right back up, and then he'd be even in an even more terrible position. So I definitely think he should have attacked with the Matang there, but I do remember that. I think, and the thing is, guys, when we were like streaming, we try to play and we try to interact with the chat as well. So it's kind of hard when we're paying attention to the chat, paying attention to the game. There's a lot of factors in there, and I think if it was just me and Showtime one-on-one, I think he would have made a different decision. But again, like I said, he was kind of just playing to the chat, and the chat told him the wrong move, in my opinion, because I had backup. All right, so give me 1 second. We'll be right back. We'll go into game number 2. All right, guys, we are back with game number 2, and if I win this, I go on to play Giggity Gaming. And I think we've only played once, actually. Well, once in League, and I think we matched up once on stream. Looks like Showtime goes first. He opens up, and he's being defensive. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's going to allow me to be aggressive and go directly for the entry point. And I definitely should have taken... I was scared taking the entry point here. If I was Showtime, in my opinion, we're actually going to go back one turn. Or we're going to talk about it. When I moved my Pancham here, I was pretty upset. I was like, no, I shouldn't have done that, because I think Showtime should have attacked my Pancham. It's a free attack, and he's most likely going to win the roll. So in my opinion, I think he should have attacked there. I mean, I doubt I was gonna win or spin arm thrust a million times to KO him, because he automatically has my damage. I know if I hit it twice that I still survive, but I think he has a free attack to attack my Pancham. He has a decent shot at taking it out. But he takes out my Poliwag, unfortunately. He just starts marching up with the Celestelia. Oh, now he attacks my Pancham. He gets the Tractor Beam, but there's no reason to move. I still mod there, and he gets the Flame Gun. My poor Stuffle is gone, and things are not looking good for me. I'm already down 2 mons. I mean, he still has 2 mons on the bench, but like I said, things are not looking good for me right now. Oh man, I was so upset with that roll. Oh yeah, I was getting. Oh, that was a huge mistake here, because he was going for the cheese. I definitely should have goal blocked there. That was a safe roll. We're actually going to talk about that for a second, because we're actually going to go back in turn. So when he moved here, I knew if I moved my Combuskin down, he would attack and go for the cheese. I didn't know what to do here, so I max revived, and I was like, I'll max revive my Poliwag, because he can't reach my Poliwag, he can't go for the cheese. But then I was like, oh wait, no, he can still attack my Combuskin from right there. So if he can teleport, that's cheese, that's GG boys. The safest play here definitely would have been to goal block with, I don't know. I don't know who preferred the goal block there. Possibly LUNALA? I'm not sure. But regardless, I get very fortunate here, because I do land my Cyclone Kick, and he does land the teleport. Did he attack me? He did attack me. Oh, and he gets the Nebi Power, and he gets to bring back that Celestelia. And like I said, look at this. Things are already looking really, really bad for me. Yeah, unfortunate play there. I think he should have attacked with the Cosmo EM and hopefully to get teleport over, because I could have been put in a bad position. We're actually gonna talk about that for a second. I think he should have attacked with Cosmo on my Combuskin. Because if he would have attacked back then and got teleport here, I would be in a terrible position. But he doesn't. Because I moved up my LUNALA, I would put a little bit of pressure on him, but I still think the better play would be an attack with Cosmo EM. But instead, it caused him to play a little defensive with the Mushroom. And I was fortunate to take off the goal with the XP. So let's continue on. Looks like he goal blocks with the Cosmo EM, and I was like, well, good. This relieves pressure off of me. Now I can start being aggressive. And Poliwag, he can hold his own against the Celestelia, but he loses that roll there, and I'm like, oh god, this is not good. Now I need to goal block with the Combuskin. And Combuskin's got the... man. That was such a I don't know. But now I have to play defensive here. Playing super defensive here because I don't have a good shot at taking out the Cosmo EM. I was like, I have to get rid of this and there's no unfortunately for him there was no Stillmons. That would have been GG boys. But I was like, I have to get rid of this Matane because he is the biggest threat. And I got the God Roll, I land the Moon Guy's Beam, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine with dealing with everything else. Everything else that's on the board and my 2 mons, I'm okay with. I can do this. And now it's just basically going for broke. Basically going for broke. Like I have to make a play here. And fortunately for me, man, he lands that. And now all he's got is his cell phone. I was like, all right, I got the DC. I know I put all of my Carbonite into my Psychic, but right here, I want to hit the Moon Guy's Beam. I want to hit it, and that will be GG boys. I hit the Psychic. I'm like, oh no. It's the one time, Lunala, please. Boom! And I get the roll. So fortunate for me. And now Showtime's only option here is to attack with Magnemite and hope that I land a miss, but he misplays here, gets a max revive, and revives the Cosmo EM. Totally forgot that he is only 1 MP. So good games to Showtime. I move on. We will be playing gigs, and I'm excited. Can't wait. So again, guys, tomorrow I will be streaming, and guess what? I fixed all of my streams, so it's going to be a great stream. I got some new layouts too, so it's going to be a good time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.